This is a video by Richmond. Today we're taking a steering wheel off of a Gen 2 Saturn. This procedure can pertain to a lot of vehicles. The procedure is very similar. Now, in order to get the steering wheel off, we have to remove the airbag. And the first thing you want to do is find the airbag fuse. On this particular vehicle, it's located down here underneath this panel. You want to remove this one right here, this 10 amp one. This is the airbag fuse. There it is. Now wait about a half hour before you remove the airbag. On the side of the steering wheel, you'll see this little cover. Take a small screwdriver and just pry the little cap off. And underneath there, you'll see a 8mm head screw. Remove that. Now there will be one on the other side. Remove that also. Now that the bolts have been removed from the airbag, you can pull the airbag partially back to expose the electrical connector. Now there is a little lock right here. This piece with a little lanyard on it. You want to pull that back, like so, and then get a little screwdriver underneath here and pry the connector off, and there's the airbag all out. Next, we need to remove the wires. Now, if you happen to have a cruise control, you need to disconnect the connector from the cruise, and then down here we have the horn button, and we need to disconnect that. Okay, now we have all our wires disconnected. Next, you want to mark the shaft into the relationship that it is to the steering wheel right here. There is a little mark already on the end of the shaft right there, and we're going to put a mark right on the steering wheel itself. There we go. Now when we go to put it back, it'll be in the right place. Now we can take the nut off that secures the steering wheel. It's a 21mm on this vehicle. Now to pull the wheel off, you're going to need a puller. This particular wheel has threaded bosses into it, so we're all set there. Now, on some of the later Saturn S series, the Gen 3, and some of the later model GMs also, they eliminated that boss right there, those two bosses. and all they have is some cutouts. So what I made is some little hooks for my puller. They're made out of 3/8 rod bent over and threaded on the end, or you can buy some kits out there that are already made, and they'll go right in to these little windows here on the later ones. So that's what you'll have to use on the later GMs. Okay. Now puller here. That bolt bottomed out. You want the bolts to bottom out. Get your maximum thread. Okay, nice and tight. And there it is. Feed your wires through. And that's it. The wheel's all out. And that's all there is to removing the steering wheel.